Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. Well, we're joined once again by Mark from Qualatex. Mark, thank you for coming.
You're welcome, Greg.
And today we are really getting into the spirit of things for Christmas. So Mark is going to show us how to make something amazing for Christmas. And I guess it could be used for other times of year with
exactly the same technique, just different mix of products and design, and it could be used all year round.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, over to you, Mark. Let's see what we're going to do.
Fantastic. So we're going to make a small column with a little character on top, and I took the inspiration from this from our Christmas catalogue.
There you go.
And then we're going to turn that into something totally different. So
all right, okay.
So to start with...
That's where the inspiration came from.
That's where the inspiration came from. So to start with, I've pre-inflated some clusters.
Yeah.
And I use a 260Q, and we tie this off to our popular elfin penguin.
That's hard to say, isn't it?
It is hard to say.
Yeah, you could definitely go wrong with that, couldn't you? Popular elfin penguin.
Okay. So, as you normally would, I'm just going to roll tie the neck and tie off with my 260, and then that's ready to attach.
Yeah.
Okay, so drop that to the side, and then we're going to create an alternative square pack present design for the base, and this is essentially so you can get a square column.
Yeah.
Okay, so we take our 5-inch balloons and lay them on top of our downsized 11-inch. I'm going to pull the neck up, and then I'm going to just figure of 8 that round and take our next cluster on top, and I'm just going to tie that in neck to neck at the top. Doesn't have to be too tight, because what we're actually going to do is that we're going to create a weight to this afterwards. Okay. So we're going to put the weight in afterwards.
So you've used clusters there. Obviously, we've learned recently how to make clusters. If you want to have a look at how to make clusters, we've got a Balloon Basics video on how to make those. So basically, it just comes from duplicates put together, isn't it?
Exactly.
I can remember. Look at that. Okay, sorry, I interrupt.
So we need to now turn this into a present. So a present needs some ribbon around.
It does.
So have we got some 260Qs that...
It's some I prepared earlier.
I'm
getting good at this.
And can I have...
Do you want another one?
Yes, please.
I've just prepared that one as well.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to cluster these together, and then I'm going to place them onto our design, and then quite loosely I'm going to wrap around and turn the design all the way around to the other side, so that these clusters are now on the base.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't want them too tight, but by the same notion, you don't want them flopping around and loose. And then all I'm going to do is just twist those two together.
So you've left a bit of space at the end of each 260Q to allow for...
Just allow for the extra twists that we're going to put in there. And then I'll wrap these up from the other side. Now, rather than just twisting these two together, I'm going to twist them into the same place.
Okay.
So if one were to go down, you'd still be left with the structure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're nearly there. To finish it off, we're just going to create a pinch twist bubble on top by creating a bubble and then wrapping that into the design. So it's in there, just to hold that down. And if I can, I'm going to thread that back through, underneath. So that will just hold it in the centre there.
Okay.
Okay? And then we can just finish off by pulling 2 of those round, tying these together. And these are going to become loops to finish off.
Okay.
So to create the loop, just press down and twist over.
That's easier than I thought that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, tie off. Just stretch it out, be confident in the stretch.
Yeah.
Place down to the centre. And then twist. And you should have all the elements of your bow and ribbon finished on your present.
And then you can just play around with those and get it absolutely spot on. Perfect.
So we can make these in different scale, different sizes, different prints.
Yeah.
Really easy to do.
Perfect.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to actually take our present.
Yeah.
And we're going to attach our
popular elfin penguin.
Love the names.
Popular elfin penguin.
Just by pulling that down all the way down to the base.
Okay.
And he'll sit on there and he should look pretty cool.
All right. Now, we can't finish off here, can we?
No.
We've got to go somewhere else.
Because we're going to create this into a fully fledged finished arch.
All right. Well, we've got to go somewhere else. So by the magic of TV, we're going to be somewhere else. So here we are in our new location. We've got a little bit more space. You can see our little friend there that Mark created, and he's joined by this friend over here. So Mark, what are we going to do next? So
we're going to create a bubble arch out of these two and using these as pillars stroke base weights either side.
All right.
This side, we've attached a permanent monofilament line.
Okay.
And we've attached it down to the base weight. So it's actually securely held at the base weight. But then using a bit of stretchy tape, I've secured it here, here, and then here.
Okay.
So it looks like when you turn him back, it looks like the penguin is holding
the arch. Okay, cool.
As we move over to the other side, I've left myself plenty of line, more than I need.
Yeah.
And then we've attached this through the base weight. So the base weight is attached with our 260Q to our penguin on top.
Okay.
And our monofilament line is actually tied, not securely, but tied through the line.
Okay.
So we can actually, if I hold that there, I can pull some through, and then you can pull some back. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have an easy way of adjusting the end arch.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So to attach our bubbles, the easiest way to attach the bubble is actually to take your bubble.
Yeah.
And then you don't need all of the ribbon. We'll take a bit of 260Q and we'll just roll tie that down. Again, as we said before, don't roll tie it all the way because that's part of the valve.
Yeah.
You don't want to disturb that.
You do not.
Do a nice double knot.
What would you do without 260Qs?
I know. And then all we have to do is take our line and tie that with, again, a double knot. Doesn't have to be really tight, onto our line.
Okay.
And then that will start to lift our line.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously we're not in the normal dimensions of an arch here. Yeah. We're quite a way off that. But I thought we could just attach all the others now.
Okay. All right. Mark, I prepared some earlier.
Brilliant. And you tied the
I did. I'm getting good with that 260Q tying technique.
Just as quick as tying these on.
Then you can just slide those to whatever position you want them to be in.
Yeah. So we slide those down. Then we just need to add the collar. You could add the collar first, but then you wouldn't have seen me tie the knot there. So
is that normally what you do then?
Normally I'd add the collar first. When we're adding the collar, you just want to add the collar around the neck of the bubble.
Okay.
Try and avoid wrapping it into the line.
Yeah.
Unless you've done it first. And then just attach that over like that.
So that means if you do it on the neck, you've got it nice and close to the balloon.
Nice and close to the balloon, and it means that we can actually, when we finish the design, we can turn the balloon into the right position.
Oh, right, okay. Okay.
So grab hold of the neck, pass that under, and then just cross them off as you would with a normal normal design. So once that's on there,
Yeah.
okay, this isn't secured now, so we need to pull this through
Okay, just like we did
to
before.
finish
Yeah,
it before. Yep. So I'm going to grab hold of the line from the bottom
Yeah.
and gently pull the arch down through,
Looking good.
and then we need to evenly space our balloons.
Yeah. You just do that by eye. You don't get a ruler or anything out.
You could get a ruler, but the nice thing about this design is that I can leave a bit of space in between each one.
I like the way you can adjust the balloon, the bubble on top of those, because I was a little bit worried, I have to be honest, that they were going to be a little bit sideways, a little bit skewed.
And that's because we've put a tight cluster underneath.
Yeah, that's great.
And that makes a big difference. So that's our central one. I can see it's not 100% level yet because these two are down. So I'm going to pull this one up.
And obviously, like you said, you'd have a bigger arch than this. Normally, we're just quite restricted
Yeah,
by
in space.
the size of the height of the ceiling, really.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And then we need to secure off to this end, and then we're just going to tape this directly up
I've got
here.
the tape here. Actually,
And we use our stretchy tape, and we really only need a tiny amount. I'd say I've got less than ½ inch worth of tape here. And tape it in the same place as I did on my previous side.
Oh, that is sticky, isn't it?
Very sticky. Then one last one at the bottom. And again, all we're really doing is hiding the mechanics.
Yep.
And then just to finish our design off.
Yeah. You've got that one.
Asymmetrical. I'll put a star on this side. You've got a friend.
Where shall I put him? Just down at...
Put him down at the base there.
I've got to put him sideways. It's skew width.
Fantastic. And I'll just attach the present to this end. So you can just hold the present at an angle. Then all I need to do is tie a permanent knot to the base.
Perfect.
And we're done.
That's great, Mark. Thank you very much for that. It looks absolutely awesome. Well, that's it from us this week. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And from both of us, see you next time. Bye. A normal skewer, and we're going to put that through a balloon, into the balloon, and hopefully out the other side. Right, let's see how we get on. Now, I hope you had a great Halloween. Have I talked about this guy yet? Have I said? I don't think I have. I'm going to show you how to make this guy. This is not Halloween. I'll come back to Halloween. I'm going to show you how to make this guy towards the end of the show. Little thing that holds business cards and you can hand out at exhibitions or whatever.